22.
Hello everyone, you are waking up with DVS this morning on this Monday, October 17th. My name is Alison Monrose.
And I am Mona Lisa. And today is one of the exciting days on the St. Lucia calendar of events. The La Margaret Flower Festival will be held in the city center later this morning.
That is right. The festivities start with the traditional church service from 10 at the Minor Basilica. The grand parade begins at 11:30 from the church to Constitution Park, where the various groups will perform.
Oh, Ali, I can't wait to be part of the action. Hope you too will be joining on in the celebrations. Now, as always, we have an information-packed program for you. So let's start off with the news desk.
Thanks, Kendall. When we come back, we talk fire prevention. Welcome back. The St. Lucia Fire Service has closed off a week of activities in observance of Fire Prevention Week. On Friday, an open fair was held at Constitution Park. Mona Lisa caught up with one of the exhibiting entities, IBS.
We're here with Melanie, who is a sales executive of IBS Inc. How are you doing today?
Blessed.
I love that, blessed. Tell me what your company is about.
Okay, so at Innovative Business Solutions, we're all about delivering the right solutions to our customers. So notice I didn't say we're an IT company. That's because we deliver solutions. So if you have a problem, so you have a security problem, we wouldn't just give you security cameras. We might give you an intrusion system in addition to your security cameras and build that intrusion system to suit all of your needs as well. So solutions, yeah? So today we're here at Constitution's Park with the St. Lucia Fire Service. We have chosen to sponsor their annual Fire Prevention Week 2022. And fun fact, this is actually the 100th year of observance for Fire Prevention Week. And it is not just a St. Lucian thing, it is actually worldwide. So if you go to like Instagram and you do the hashtag FPW 2022, you'll see that countries all around the world are observing this today, right? So what we want to focus on today, our main objective is awareness, right? We don't want to just talk about fire in terms of, fire is hot, fire is dangerous. We want to let people know the dangers of fire and let people know where to get these solutions for fire. So your fire systems, as you can see behind here, and all your different solutions, where can you get them? Do you know where you can get a fire extinguisher? I'm sure you don't. So at IBS, we also sell different sizes, different applications, different types. So there's a lot more to fire than just being hot.
I like that. Yes, you are right. What is the importance of the fire extinguisher and how is it different from just using a hose or water?
Well, what you will learn is that there's different types of fires. You have class A fires, which are like solids, class B, I think, which are liquids. Don't quote me on that, but there's different classes of fires, yeah? So each fire extinguisher would correspond to a different class of fire, right? So you'll have type A, type B, and we have the one that you would use most commonly would be the ABC type fire extinguishers, which means that it could do class A, B, and C type fires, which is what we're mainly educating the public on today, because those are cost effective, those are stuff that you can get readily available, and it could handle different types of fires.
Nice. And how easy is it to use a fire extinguisher? Because I have never used one.
Well, when it comes to using a fire extinguisher, all you have to know is pass, P-A-S-S. You pull the pin, you aim at the fire, you squeeze the trigger, and you spray.
I love that. PASS. PASS. Yes. Now, can anybody use that, young and old?
Anyone can use that. Well, anyone.
Anyone, even the kids?
Even the kids. Pull the pin and aim at the fire.
And squeeze and shoot. Do y'all also install the fire, the things in the ceiling, which are the alarms?
Yeah, the smoke alarms. So the smoke alarms, those would be the battery operated ones. Those would be more suited for residential. You would not put this in a commercial space because if there is a fire in the office, those smoke alarms would only go off in the office, right? But if you have a smoke detectors, these would connect back to like a panel. So now the panel would alert everyone via the horn strobe. Whereas if you have a battery operated, that noise is only concentrated where that smoke alarm is. So you actually want, for businesses, a proper system that will know to alert everyone that there's a fire. Yeah?
And I know there are different kinds of alarms. So how do we distinguish between a fire alarm going off and maybe a police siren or an ambulance?
Well, I mean, if you hear the noise, you will, well, there is a bit of a difference, which is why we're going to give you a demonstration, take it over to Rat, telling you about our fire system.
Right. Here is Ricardo telling us about our fire system.
All right. This is one of our fire systems that we sell. We have a number of fire systems, right? But this is just one type, right? They come with wired smoke detectors. This is a smoke detector. It detects smoke. This is a heat detector. It detects heat up to about 130 Fahrenheit, right? Now the difference between the two, right? Like I've mentioned, one is heat, one is smoke. But let's just say you have a restaurant, right? But you cannot install a smoke because basically what you do in the kitchen is smoke. You would install a heat detector. We have something called a manual pull station. This is just in case that there's a fire somewhere that there's no smoke, no heat detector, but you need to alert people that they need to get out. This is called a horn strobe. This is what will indicate to everyone that there's a problem and you need to run. It sounds and flashes. We're going to do a demonstration now.
Right. Stay tuned for that demonstration.
So I've opened this up so you can take a look at what the panel looks like on the inside. Once again, this is an industrial system. So we also have backup batteries to indicate to you at any time. Once they take the power, it will still indicate. So let's do a manual pull.
Okay.
Now, to silence the system, you first have to acknowledge the fire. So you will acknowledge, and then you will silence the horn strobe. Once that is done, you could now go to the manual pull and reset it. After resetting, you reset your system back to normal.
Very nice. So DBS family, I hope your eardrums have adjusted to what we have just demonstrated today. And these people are coming out to help you and to help you prevent the fires that can occur. Emergencies, you know, they happen sometimes and we just have to know how to deal with them. So get your fire extinguisher today. Practice pass, or is it push? I think it was pass. It was pass. It was pass. And we will see you on the other side. Stay with us.
Welcome back. Mona Lisa, thanks for the interview with IBS. I learned so much about the importance of fire safety and prevention in the home setting.
I did as well, Ali.
As we told you today is the La Marguerite Festival, and it forms a part of Moi Heritage. One big aspect of these celebrations is the clothing. We ventured out to find a one-stop shop for the best fabrics to create our own Creole looks. So let's check that out. Good morning, beautiful people. We are here at Abraham's and we are joined with the lovely Marie Joseph, and she's going to tell us all about the hot deals and hot sales at Abraham's this morning. How are you doing?
I'm good.
And tell me a little bit more about all the things that's going on down at Abraham's.
Okay, we have lovely things going on there right now. I'm in the season of Journée Creole. The stuffs, the people have been shopping, and we have this beautiful stretch madras. I mean the African indeed. We have this one here. Plus we have other goodies right here. We have polyester. We have the spandex. We have the suiting fabric, which is Rob Taylor, which everybody love. I mean, you'll have to come in and get those things. We have the stretchy material, indeed, the suiting. Plus we have the satin, the bridal satin, the stretch taffeta for your wedding gowns.
The whole works.
The whole works.
So much to offer.
We have the rayon. We have everything. And I think Abraham is the best place you could come in and get whatever you need.
Yes, I agree.
Then you could get everything. You cannot think of going nowhere else but Abraham store. Indeed, Abraham store is the best.
And I have never seen stretch African material,
yeah,
and
indeed we
I'm
have
sure
them.
it will look nice on a nice
Really
fitted
nice.
body.
Oh,
and
it's really
yes,
nice. Yeah.
very nice.
Really nice, my girl.
So what has been the most craved for fabric?
Well, the most crave for fabric is stretchy fabrics.
Oh, okay.
Definitely.
The most craving, we have the scuba behind your back right here. Scuba. Yeah, this is the scuba here. Yeah. And that's what they go for. Bodycon dresses. Indeed. Yeah.
All right. Tell me a little bit about the madras, though.
Okay, well, the mattress is up front. Well, we have a beautiful mattress, but it's almost done. And I need the people to come in and get it. Because, I mean, we had some, the cheap ones gone, and then we need you all to come in before the Journée Creole, before you're left out, okay? I need all the people to come in and get everything.
Exactly. As COVID has been here for the last 2 years, we want to go big or go home this Journée Creole, right?
Yes. Oh, yes.
We need to dress up and we need to get all our
yes.
fabrics at Abraham because it is the one-stop shop.
Oh, yes, indeed.
I just have one question. The madras, is it available all year round or specifically on
all
Journée
year
Creole?
round, all year round, all year round from January to December. Yeah?
So in the event you miss out, which I hope you don't, you can come back and start early next year.
Oh yes, indeed. Start early from January because I mean Journée Creole is there as the first year since COVID. I mean you all should come in and get everything.
They have fabrics for all occasions, Christmas, Valentine's Day,
Everything.
Easter.
We have the stretch lace. Yeah.
Yeah, and great quality
And
too.
great quality. Yeah, great quality is really great. Yeah. Really great.
Well, is there anything else you would like to tell the viewers
Well,
before
I
you
would
leave?
like the viewers to know that Abraham's is the #1 store to come in and the cheapest. So come in before you go anywhere else. Abraham's is the best.
Even though the prices are cheap, the quality, is
also
still
good. Yeah,
there.
the quality is good. Yeah.
All right, guys. Thank you, and we'll see you in one moment.
Yeah. Bye.
Good morning, DBS family, and welcome to another episode of DBS's Lookbook. I am Vanessa Henry Long, your certified image consultant and personal stylist from Lovely Makeup Artistry and Image Consultancy. I once saw a quote that says, "You can have anything you want in life if you dress for it." And let me tell you, this seems to be so true. Well, to a certain extent. Of course, you need to ensure that you have the right attitude, the right pizzazz, the confidence level to go with it. But if you dress well, you may well find the right foot or the first step, at least, to getting into the door. And you may be wondering, where am I going with this? We are going to talk about today how to dress for an interview. And a lot of persons, believe me or not, they do get this wrong. It can't be rocket science, right? Dressing well for an interview. But so many people get this wrong. Let's start off first and foremost by knowing what job or what position you are applying for, and then of course you are able to know how well to dress for that position. So this is the first step. I would say, do your homework. If you are going to go to a company which may not require you to wear, that formal wear, that slacks, that jacket and blazer, and it's more of an informal setting where you may be on, let's say you're going to work for a construction company and you may need to be out in the field. I don't believe as a lady they would ask you to wear heels, or even as a guy for you to be wearing your square fronts, right? No, definitely not. So your homework, or your first homework, is ensuring that you know what position you are heading for, and even if the job would require you to be more comfortable when it comes to the interview, this is where you need to show how should I say, the best impression. You need to create a good impression, so you need to dress neatly. You need to dress in a manner that you would stand out. I am not asking you to overdress, nor that I'm asking you to underdress, but you need to dress in a manner that is neat, that is professional, that would require you to be comfortable. So for the ladies, when it comes to any interview, one of my rule of thumb, or a general rule of thumb for me, is to wear comfortable black pants or black skirt and a white blouse. I believe this is one of the staple ways you can go into an interview. If you do not have much, especially if you're coming from secondary school and this is your first job, you may not have much money to get an outfit that might be very popping. So this is one of the ways that you can dress to create that good impression at an interview. So simple. You don't have the budget and you are just starting off and you want to create a good impression. Of course, if you do have the budget for it, it's always wise to wear neutral colors. I say let's stick to, the navy blue, the brown, the tan, anything that is not too eye-catching and eye-popping. Now, it all depends on the industry that you're going to interview for. For example, if you are going to interview for a fashion assistant job in the fashion industry, I would require you to put a little more pizzazz or a little more trend and fashion in the outfit that you will be wearing. So, for example, you can wear a statement piece, like a nice necklace or a good timepiece, just something that would be able to break that ice to create the first conversation. And a statement piece does that really well. But of course, it depends on the position that you are applying for and the company in which you are applying to. So you need to do your homework. You need to know where you are going, so you know what you are about. Do not go in there confused. Now for the ladies, we're talking about the lookbook and we're talking about dressing for an interview. Let's talk about your makeup. That is also important. It's also part of dressing for a successful interview. The makeup should not be too heavy. I am not asking you to, again, not wear makeup if you are not a makeup person. But, it kind of adds a little flair to show that your face is not too oily, your face is sweating. You do not want that distraction, especially for you and also for the persons who are sitting in front of you. You don't want them to have to be passing you tissue because your face, is sweating or running, or your face is very oily. So again, something simple, a translucent powder. You don't have to wear foundation if you don't want to. A simple lipstick. Again, try to stay away from the very bright colors, both on your lips and on your eyes. Something very neutral. And the lashes. Ladies, the long lashes for the interview, let's just give it a little break, especially if you are heading into an interview for a place like the bank, in a lawyer's office, or a more conservative setting. Another key point, especially as it relates to dressing, that some of us take for granted: personal hygiene. That is all part of your look. Hello, your teeth needs to be well clean and brushed. You don't want to go in there, you're talking and then there's odors coming out. All of that is part of the look as well. Don't forget that deodorant. You need to wear an antiperspirant. So again, we're controlling the body odors. You may feel a little nervous. The nerves may be coming out and you may be sweating. So you need to ensure that the sweat, your sweat glands are in place and under control. Let's talk about the perfumes. Of course, there are so many trendy perfumes out. But this is not the time to wear an extra strong perfume just because you want to show that you have the latest strong perfume on the market. No. Wear something very conservative again, nothing too strong. You never know who has allergies. You do not want to affect the interviewer sneezing. You have to walk into that room. It's not about wearing those trendy 6-inch, 7-inch heels, peep toe that are tight and you can't walk in it. No. So wear something very comfortable, again, let's stick to heels that are very low, and if you want flats but with a little kitten heel, that is appropriate as well. Nothing too high that would make you feel like you're ready to fall off. We don't want that. And for the gents, of course, your shoes should be neat. Don't come in here in the interview with slippers. Even if you are going to interview for a job, let's just say as a beach assistant at a hotel or something, at the end of the day, I'm pretty sure that interview is not on the beach. The interview is in a boardroom. Once the interview is in a boardroom, so you create that impression that you would want. And of course, you need to get that job. That is the whole idea of dressing well for an interview. So I hope you enjoyed this episode of the Lookbook. See you next time. Bye.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in with DBS this morning. We hope that you had an informative show.
And we spoke about fire prevention, we spoke about clothing, so you know your clothes will be lit this Junior Creole.
Not physically lit, but metaphorically lit. We hope that you go out and enjoy the culture for what it is. Go out and I hope you all went to the Mala Margaret show. Because we know that it is a great part of our culture and we need the numbers, especially after Corona.
Definitely. So go out there and learn some tradition, learn some culture, and sing the songs.
Yes, and we will see you tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye.